evening, Facebook. Good evening, YouTube. We have got a great show lined up for you tonight. Oh my goodness. All this just came together. But the first thing I'm going to do, let me start, is I just received a box. This box here just came in the mail. I wasn't expecting anything. And it's a piece of bamboo. It's a piece of dormant bamboo. Somebody sent me some freaking dormant bamboo. No note, no nothing. I don't know who sent. So I'm going to call these people. They're from Tennessee. A nursery in Tennessee just sent me some unsolicited bamboo. And oh, shoot. Hi, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Ed, it's Dell.
Hi, Dell. We're just starting the show, so give me a minute here. Just hang on the line with me here. We got to do a theme song, and I want to talk to you. Actually, we're gonna talk to you first now.
Okay.
But you were supposed to have court today, so we're gonna get into that in a minute. You're a medical cannabis patient that was victimized. Another medical cannabis patient victimized here in New Jersey, and it's disgusting. I'm absolutely disgusted with how they're treating you. What is that? Is that Brick or Tom's River?
It was Brick.
Brick. Oh, jeez. That frickin' town. Oh, my God. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, I'll hang on.
Hang on for a minute. We're starting the show here. This is one of our theme songs. This is the song that I play where I make sure everything's working. And so far, everything's working. So I'm good. I could probably skip through this song, actually, since you're on the phone waiting. Let me skip through it to our next song. All right, here we go. This song is from my friend, Jay. My friend Jay wanted to be a medical cannabis patient, but he died. He was using opiates, and he called me before he died. He's like, Lefty, I want to get off these opiates. I want to do what you did and get on the cannabis program. So I gave him all the phone numbers. I gave him all the information. I gave him all the hoops that we have to jump through as patients, which is a lot. And it was a lot easier for him to go down the corner and get a dime bag of heroin than it was to join this medical cannabis program. And he wound up dying.
That's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
So this song is by Jay, our friend, and we'll be right back with Adele from Brick.
Bring in the boss one, I'm gonna get mine. Go do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't tell me how you're off and down. When you're smiling in my face, but you play me like a clown. It's your fool, bitch. So just step back. I'm a mad dad when I come down straight. I thought you were my piece, but you play me out. Now I'm mad as hell, and I'm full of doubt. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. I'm back on the scene, it's time to get mean. I'm a lean revolution machine. For what people stay, they sway. For today is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly dis, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises all the time. Don't cross the line, and you know it's mine. Who you wanna roll with? Roll with.
I am the law.
Let's roll.
I am the law. I am the law.
Roll with.
I am the law. No is red.
Let's roll.
Smoke him if you got him.
Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll.
Listen, y'all. This should be a fun one. Busy day in Trenton. Lots of stuff to talk about here today. But right now, it's time to medicate.
Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see.
Let's smoke.
Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see.
Grape cookies.
Who you wanna roll with? 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 Who you wanna roll with?
All right. Adele, can you hear all that music?
Yeah.
You did? Oh, good. Okay. Everything's working. That's awesome. Adele, we've been friends on Facebook for a while, and I've been following you. And all of a sudden, a few weeks ago, I guess this just happened, you were arrested in your own home, which is a common theme for a lot of medical cannabis patients. And you didn't have your cannabis in your jars, so they actually arrested you because your cannabis was out of your jar in your own home. Is that something like that?
Absolutely correct.
What the hell is going on in Brick? Don't they have bigger problems down there?
I don't know. I mean, to arrest a 59-year-old disabled woman, in handcuffs and everything else, it's disgusting.
They put you in handcuffs.
Yes.
This is shocking. Can you tell me what happened? Like, the cops are called. They came to the house. What happened?
What happened was, my husband called on a domestic violence issue, which was bogus, and he went into the refrigerator and got my concentrates, which I made myself, and showed them to the police. And what happened was they stormtrooped down to my room and just started taking my stuff.
You were ratted out by your husband?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, my God. No, you made me curse. That's shocking.
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
Because he's not into it, and I guess he would rather have me on opioids, because once I got on, medical marijuana, I started to wake up.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, let's back it up. Why do you even need cannabis? Like, how long have you had your card, and what did you get it for?
I have my card because I have 2 failed back surgeries, neuropathy, radiculopathy, a lot of stuff.
Ouch.
And, I've had my card for over 3 years.
Okay. And cannabis obviously is helpful to you.
Yes, it is. It got me off opioids and gabapentin and, a few other drugs. And I'm still trying to get off other ones, but that will come in time.
Yeah, gabapentin, I didn't like that either. I have the same issues as you do. I have a bunch of back issues, and I was on gabapentin also. And it's a bunch of crap. I didn't like it either.
Yeah, and, it's just like these people would rather see you on all this other stuff rather than take something that is helping you.
Yeah, repairing your endocannabinoid system. That's why we have an endocannabinoid system, so we can fill it. So
yeah, it's crazy, and it's costing me a lot of money to fight this.
Yeah, I tried to Oprah request the body cam footage, and they wouldn't give it to me because it's a domestic case. So I guess your lawyer has to get all that.
Yeah, I spoke to my attorney yesterday, and he is going for discovery, and we have to sit down and look at it.
Okay. So he's not going to give it to you. You're just going to see the body cam footage. You're not going to have a copy of it. Or...
That I don't know. I will request it after I look at it, and see if I can get it. It is my property as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'd like to see what what a bad cop looks like as opposed to the good cops that are out there. Because if you're doing this, you got problems. If you're a cop and you're arresting a medical cannabis patient and putting her in cuffs with a back problem, no.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just telling everybody out there, don't be fooled. These, this can happen to anybody.
Especially in Brick, they're very corrupt down in Brick. I hear this a lot of the cops down there. They got a lot of problems in Brick, a lot of corruption, a lot of bad stuff going on down there.
Mm-hmm.
You see it.
Well, I'm out of Brick now, and I'm in a good place. And I just have to move forward.
So, what did you do for your cannabis that night? Because they took all your cannabis, and how do you treat your illness when the cops took all your cannabis? Now what?
I didn't.
You didn't, so you suffered.
I was in jail for most of the night.
Oh, shit. They actually had you in jail all night over this.
Yes. They even took my glasses. And it's like, they're talking to me and telling me shit, and I'm like, I can't see it.
Wow.
It's BS.
What are they trying to prove? Like, what the?
I don't know. You know what? If you can arrest a 59-year-old disabled woman, then I don't know what they're trying to prove.
This is what they do. They arrest people in wheelchairs. They arrest the sick and the dying. They harass the sick and the dying. They harass the black people. They chain black people up to walls down in South Jersey.
Yeah.
They chain them up to walls. And then you have to, yeah, he's got a car. After 3 hours, I say, oh, yeah, he's got a card. He can go. Well, he showed you the card 3 hours ago.
He didn't even look at my card.
He didn't look at your card?
Nope.
What did he say? They just said, no, we don't believe you? Or we...
No, they just started taking stuff and was like, put me in handcuffs, and I just stopped talking.
Well, yeah, that's the smartest thing. Don't even talk.
And they told me that my concentrates, I said I made them myself, and they were like, you can't do that. I can't make tinctures. I can't make edibles. If you buy weed, you smoke weed. That is bull.
Yeah, you can't change the basic chemistry of the weed once you get it, so you can't even burn it. Really, actually, by the law, they're going by. You can't even burn it. You can bring it home and look at it.
Yeah.
You can't change it.
It's my stuff. I paid for it. I should be able to take it however I choose.
Yeah, you should have a suppository ready. This next time they come, say, "Hey, I got some suppositories that you missed. Here you go." But they'll charge you with that too. They'll charge you for shitting on a cop.
It's ridiculous.
That's so sad.
I even said, the dispensaries show you how to make edibles. And, come on.
I can't believe that this is happening to you and to everybody else. It's just, what are they doing?
I just think they're all upset because, because they can't make as many weed busts as they used to. And they're just, putting people through this stuff that are patients, and you have to spend exorbitant amounts of money to defend yourself.
Yeah, so if you're rich and white, you can make edibles. But if you're poor, black or brown, no, you're not allowed to make edibles in New Jersey. Only the rich people in the dispensaries with licenses can make edibles, apparently.
Well, I'm not of color, but I am white, and you know what?
You're poor, right?
My rights have been violated as far as I'm concerned.
Everything's been violated. They violated the Constitution. They violated everything when they arrested you. They're disgusting people. Disgusting human beings for doing that to you. I'm sorry you have to go through this. I'm just,
Yeah, I am too, but that's why I want to put it out there to everybody.
So what do you want to say? What do you want to tell? What would you tell the police chief if you could talk to him or the council?
You took my medication. That's like taking somebody's insulin, blood pressure medication. I have my rights to have that.
Yeah, you sure paid enough for it.
Yeah. This will change. I mean, with you guys going and, I'm joining the fight too. Everybody is, because this has to change.
Slowly but surely it's going to change, but unfortunately we have to have these things happen for things to change, and it's stupid. Like, you have to arrest people for things to change? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is suffering. You're watching somebody suffer right here. Adele is suffering. They took all her cannabis. They took all her medication. Imagine if they came in your house and took away all your insulin, all your pills, or all your whatever you needed in life to get you through life. How would you feel? And you need a card for all this stuff. You have a card. You have to be registered. You got to go to your doctor. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to go through a lot. It's not like fentanyl. We could just go get your fentanyl and woohoo. No.
No, it's not. And if I was on opioids, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in right now.
Right. You'd be sitting home drooling just like they want you to be doing.
Thank you.
Ridiculous. They want you all asleep, people. They want you all to be asleep. Did you get it? Don't you get it by now? And when you wake up, this is what happens when you wake up. All you people that are awake, look out, because they're coming for you. Because you're not sleeping. You need to be sleeping. With your windows closed and your doors locked. Keep your cancer at home. Like the song says, keep your cancer home. They don't want to see it.
That's right.
No.
They don't want to know about it, and they don't care.
Sheesh. What is the answer, Adele? What more can we do?
I don't know, but you know what? I'm going to keep pushing and keep doing what I'm doing and back you guys up 110% as much as I can, because this is ridiculous.
Well, we're going to do what we can for you. When you get your discovery, I'm going to put that film out there. I'd like to go to the council meeting, but I'm so sick of going to brick council meetings. It's like a brick wall. When you go to brick, it's like it's like what? Why bother? They don't care.
Well, I mean, right now I'm in Ocean County.
Oh, good.
Court, Tom's River, but I think it's going to get kicked down to brick.
Oh, that's right. You're a felon. You're a felon. This is Superior Court. This isn't municipal court. You're a felon, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is ridiculous what they're doing to you. Ridiculous. Sad.
I have three felony counts.
What are your accounts?
I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I have
manufacturing, probably.
Number 2 felony counts and one number 4 for possession.
Wow. Wow.
So, I'm facing, I doubt I'll do any jail time, but, it's just the cost and the aggravation, the stress. I don't need it.
No, you sure don't. You need love and compassion, and you're not getting it from our government, that's for sure.
Well, that's for damn sure.
No. It says it in the law, though. Compassionate Use Act. But, yeah, it's all an act.
Yes, it is an act.
It's a compassionate act, all right. Yeah, we're going to act compassionate for you. We're acting compassionate. Yay.
Yeah, let's arrest your ass.
Shit.
Anyway,
Yeah. We'll do what we can for you. You just let me know whatever I can do. We're going to do it. We'll call people out. I'll call the Brick PD for you if you want. Whatever. We'll think of some stuff to do. We'll troll someone. We'll piss someone off. Let me know when your next court date is, too, and when you're going to be there, and we'll...
Yes, I will.
Yeah, we'll do that, too. All right.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. You know, you've given me a lot of advice, and, you know, I can't thank you enough.
Well, thank you, Adele. I'm sorry you're going through this, and we'll do what we can for you, though.
Hey.
Have some hope.
I love you guys.
I love you, too. Have hope.
Okay.
We're going to get your weed back for you.
I hope so.
It'll be old and moldy by then, but we're going to get it back for you.
It's just going to be the tax.
I'm sorry. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye, Ed.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Really? Really? This is disgusting already. This is a poor woman who's suffering, and come on, man. Let me call these people here. Let's see why they're sending me stuff in the mail. I hope this works. Oh, come on.
Hello, you have reached the Nursery Customer Service Department. Business hours for the months of May through September are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Time. If you're calling to check on the status of an order, please leave us your order number and a name, and we will put a rush on it in the shipping department. When your order ships, you will receive a tracking number via email. We've had a lot of rain, and we are a little behind on orders, but rest assured, we will put a rush on your order, and you will get it soon.
We had a lot of
If you're
rain.
calling about a warranty issue on plants that might be dead, replacement, or a problem with an order, please visit our website at tnursery.net. At the bottom of the home page, click on the warranty link, and there's complete instructions for sending plants back or reordering. You have a nice day. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, simply
I
hang
can't.
up or press pound for
Should I
further
do a
options.
funny voice? No. Hi, this is Lefty Grimes. I'm calling from New Jersey. I received a package, and it's a piece of bamboo, about 3 feet. It says it's dormant. I didn't ask for this to be sent to me, and I'm wondering who sent me this bamboo? Who sent the bamboo? I don't know. My name is Edward Grimes. The number here, the UPS number, is 9405-5118-9956-1299-313758. I don't see an order number on here. Hold on, there's some more numbers on here. Hold on. Wow. Let's try 955-0904. There's also another number, 06250011268-925. So I have no idea who sent this to me. There's no card. There's no nothing. It's just a piece of bamboo, and it doesn't say what kind of bamboo is it. Is it Nuda? Is it Rufa? Is it Vivax? Is it green stripe? Is it yellow groove? I need to know these things. I don't know anything about this unsolicited bamboo that you all sent me, so I'd like to know more about it. Please give me a call back. My number is 908-616-0682, 908-616-0682. And again, this is Lefty Grimes. I'm calling you from the Ignorance is No Excuse podcast. This is my podcast right now. And, there we go. So, yeah, people don't normally send me bamboo in the mail. This is the first time I ever got bamboo, and it didn't make me as happy as I thought it would because I didn't see any card or any nothing. It's just here. Look, it's just. Let me show my friends here. It's just a piece of bamboo. Look, it's just. It says bamboo on it, and that's it. It's got a root wrap on here. I have never in my life seen this. I grow bamboo for years, and I've never seen this in my life like this. This is a new thing on me. And I've been thinking about bamboo a lot lately. And I'm just wondering why this was sent to me. I don't know. So please call me back and let me know what do I do with this? Do I have a secret admirer? My number is, again, it's 908-616-0682. 908-616-0682. And I love your accents down there in Tennessee, by the way. I don't sound like I'm from New Jersey, I know. Because, people are from New Jersey. It's like, hey, oh. I don't do that. I'm over here now. I'm over there now. Now I'm over here. Oh. No, but see, you guys in Tennessee, it's like that. You got that twang in your voice like that. And it's kind of cool because I kind of like writing some.
You have reached the maximum time allowed to make your recording. To review, re-record, or add to your message, press 1. To mark your message urgent, press 2.
Yeah, it's urgent.
To mark your message
it's
private,
urgent.
press 3.
Oh, it's
to send
urgent.
your message as is.
It's urgent.
Hi, this is Lefty Grind.
No, I want no. Send it. Send it.
To review, re-record, or add to your message,
God.
press 1.
No.
To mark your message urgent, press 2.
Oh, sorry.
To mark your message private,
2.
press
I
mark
pressed 2.
urgent.
Urgent.
To review, re-record, or add to your message,
No.
press 1.
Nope.
To unmark your message urgent, press 2. To
nope.
mark your message private,
No.
press 3.
No.
To send your message as is, press pound. Your message has been sent. Thank you for using the voice messaging server. Goodbye.
Goodbye. My friends down in Tennessee. Maybe my friend Linda from Tennessee. Yeah, I don't know anybody from Tennessee. I know Linda Hara. Thorne Peters. I guess she was his wife. Thorne Peters, man. Wow. That was crazy. I wonder if they're gonna find out how he died, or how they killed him. Basically, how they killed him down there, because that's very strange. He goes to jail, all of a sudden he's dead. Like after, what happened? And it's going to cost money to find out the truth about Thorne Peters too.
I am the law. No mens rea. I am the law.
Yes, you are, Thorne. You taught us very well. All right. We're going to make a few phone calls here. Let's call our buddy. Oh, this should be good. This is always a fun call. You can appreciate this. All right. There we go. I'm going to call Bucket Boy, too, later. Bucket Boy wanted $100 to come on our podcast. Yeah, he wanted $100. We'll get more out of Happy Hippie for free. We'll get out of Bucket Boy for $100. Watch this. Here comes the funny.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice
that's
message
not funny!
system. 7.
That's not funny, Happy Hippie. Really? I got to pay you, too? Do I got to pay you, Happy Hippie?
When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Happy Hippie, are you going to come on our show tonight? I told the folks on the podcast that I would have you on for free. Are you holding out for more money? Because Bucket Boy wants $100 to come on our show. He won't come on our show unless I give him $100. Is that how it's going to be? You want money now? I'll give you $1. Happy Hippie. Happy Hippie, what are you doing? I told you I was going to call you. Are you pressing hash today? What are you doing over there? Happy Hippie has hash parties. He sits around and he smushes hash all day. What a life you got out there in PA. You smush all the hash you want, you just can't drive. They pull you right over. They say, oh, you're a cannabis patient. Well, pull your ass over. Well, thanks, Happy Hippie, hanging me out there to dry. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. You're supposed to be the comic relief after poor Adele's story. Did you hear poor Adele What happened to her? How about Aubrey today? Did you hear what happened to Aubrey today? She testified in Trenton. Did you watch that one, Happy Hippie? That was pretty amazing. Her and Mikey testified, and they got Betty Lou DeCroce to flip. She was originally going to abstain, but because of the testimony, she actually voted yes to move that bill out of committee. Of course, Jay Weber abstained. He is a big stain, but he also abstained. Jay Weber, you are an idiot, Jay Weber. You really are. You totally... that guy, he voted no for PTSD, for cannabis for PTSD. Voted no. He doesn't even support vets. Jay Weber. Idiot. Idiot face. Idiot. And he's up here in Morris County, so I'm sitting here at the diner where all the Trumpers hang out. And, of course, during election season, Jay Weber comes walking in my diner, and I'm sitting there having my breakfast, and he's walking around. Of course, I asked him about cannabis, and, of course, he lied and deflected, like they all do. Happy Hippie, I got things to do than leave you a 30-minute message. I got a show to do here.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to erase and re-record. Press 3 to continue recording where you left off. Press 4. You've pressed an incorrect key. If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. To send your message with normal delivery,
Oh my
press
God.
1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2.
2.
Thank
Urgent.
you. Your message has been sent. Goodbye.
All right. Now, since Bucket Boy... All right, here, let me show you something here. I sent Bucket Boy a message today. And I sent him a message even before the Joe Biden thing, when he was harassing Joe Biden. I sent him a message because I wanted to talk to him, because I met him in Trenton, and I wanted to talk to him some more. And I sent him this here. I'll show you what he wrote. Okay, check this out. Hold on. Let me get this up. He says, okay, I said, yo, Bucket Boy, can you call into the podcast tomorrow? He said, hey, I can call into the podcast, but it will cost you $100, Lefty Grimes. $100! And I can get Will and Enrique on it as well, too. I said, Bucket Boy, we are just sick and dying people trying to make a difference in this world. We don't have money like that to throw around. In this case, you can stop doing a podcast, Lefty. Did you expect to have me call in and spend a good 30 minutes of my time on your podcast? I got paid $350 to go live on a radio station. Why shouldn't I charge you, Lefty Grimes? I said, I'll take a bad 30 minutes. Whatever you have. Because he said spend a good 30 minutes. I said, I'll take a bad 30 minutes. So I'm going to try calling him on here. Let's see if this works. Let me get my microphone set up here. Let's see if this works. Hold on. This should be interesting. All right, hold on. Let's see if this works. I'll call Bucket Boy. Bucket Boy News contacting. Bucket Boy. Bucket Boy. Brandon Hong. Brandon, pick up the phone. I don't think he's going to pick up. He's not going to play our game. He's not going to play our game. He's not playing. I have to find him on Facebook. He didn't join. Okay, let me find him on Facebook. Watch this. All right, Bucket Boy. I'll play your game. Brandon Hong. Message. And go. Oh. That's not a video chat. You and Brandon are in contacts. Brandon will get a message from you. Oh, really? How do I troll somebody when you can't even get them online? How do you troll people that don't want to be trolled? Damn it! No, I like Bucket Boy. Like, I got a big belly, he got a big belly. I got long hair, he's got long hair. Dude, Bucket Boy, I'll give you $100. Just get your mouth fixed, all right? I'll give you the $100 just to fix your mouth. My goodness. I think he's proud of that big gap in his face there. I don't know. All right. Whatever, Bucket Boy. I thought we'd have a little thing here. I guess not. He's after the money now. He's after the money. All right, so today at the Trenton State House was actually amazing. Amazing. Oh, here we go. You're on the air. Happy hippie. Happy hippie, can you please take me off speakerphone?
You're not on speakerphone.
Oh! How are you?
Now you're on speakerphone.
No, that's horrible. No, please go back.
Now you're not on speakerphone.
That's better. That's good. That's good. What are you doing, hash presser? Hash smusher?
Happy Smusher, I'm making live rosin with CBD.
Right now, you're making live rosin.
I'm pressing CBD into live rosin. Over here at Happy Hemp Hour at Cody's Wrist.
You are a very happy, hempy man today.
Oh, yeah. Very, very happy.
I could tell.
Especially when I get to make the girls drip. I don't make them strip, I make them drip. They like to get moist.
You're talking about the machine. The machine's dripping wax onto a parchment paper, right?
What's that?
The machine is dripping wax onto parchment paper? Is that what you mean?
It's dripping off between the plates. I have a CBD Drip Tech mini press. So I press it, and then when it starts to get moist and drippy, then I flip the machine, and gravity does the work.
So I hear you have these huge parties at your house. Like, what do people dance around the machine and stuff, and like a rave and a rager? What's going on over there?
Well, that wasn't at the Happy Hippie Hut. That was at the Greener Institute. I was helping teach about making live rosin with Eric Asher. We were showing patients how to make edibles, gummies, cookies, brownies, butter, oil, just about everything you can think of. Wow.
Sorry.
Awkward silence.
I'm writing your name. I don't have a producer, so I got to do everything by myself here. So I put your name
Yeah,
up
that's
there.
kind of the way I have it. You don't have a producer. And when you called me, I was in the middle of doing a Facebook Live video and pressing live rosin. So I'm sorry that I didn't get your phone call, but I did hear your very fun, interesting message.
Yeah, it was about 30 minutes long.
It was about 2.5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay.
But yep, things are going good.
Sweet.
Got to visit the first cannabis lounge in Pennsylvania. Opened up in Philadelphia.
Oh, that's Patrick Duff's place.
Yep, Canicare. We got to visit Patrick Duff and kind of do like a quick Q&A with him.
He's the best.
Oh yeah, so just like Weed Man, he's catching a lot of guff. Patrick Duff is receiving a lot of guff.
Why?
Oh, how should I put this? To be doing what he's doing right now, let's just say it's very expensive. That's a nice way of saying it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll pay off, though. He's in a new place now. He was in a different place before, and he just moved. Is that what happened?
I think so. That was the rundown.
Yeah,
I mean, his new place looks really cool. We went in. We got like the 5-minute tour. We wanted to spend more time, but he was really pressed. He wanted to go and pick up his kids, and he was waiting for the other people to come and relieve him. So Eric and I got to play Q&A for about 5 minutes. Got a little bit of a tour inside and went from there. I'm currently developing the Happy Hippie Hut forever in Hershey and kind of trying to set it up as a, kind of the same fashion.
Right.
But we're trying to set it up to be better known, better run, better operated, kind of like coexist over here. John, Paul, and Sean, they're all veterans.
Okay.
And, yeah, great place over here. I feel safe. So it's a great spot to teach and educate on how to medicate best with your CBD. And they can bring their THC, but they have to bring their medical cannabis card, as well as their dispensary cannabis still in their containers.
Did you hear our
if
last?
they still have that, I can press for patients here.
Did you hear the last caller we had? She's a patient, and the cops came into her house and took her cannabis and arrested her, put her in chains. In a cage.
That sounds horrible. It doesn't surprise me any.
59-year-old woman.
But
and this is what they do in New Jersey with medical cannabis patients in New Jersey. It happens like a weekly thing now.
It's a shame.
Do you see that in PA? Do patients get arrested in PA like this?
You know I do. I was one of them. For wearing tie-dye after hitting a deer, not for drinking beer. So when I get a DUI thanks, Will. I appreciate you, man. Safe travels. Sorry, the hemp CBD guys get ready to leave out.
You weren't
there's some stuff here to press.
You weren't a patient. You weren't a patient at that time, though.
At the time, I wasn't a patient. However, what the cops put me through for calling the state game warden.
You were a patient.
To put the deer down.
You just weren't a registered patient because you don't need consent to be a patient of cannabis. Why do you need consent? But apparently you do.
I don't know.
It's disgusting. But what I was asking
it would be nice if I had a lawyer that gave a shit.
Yeah.
Because every single lawyer that I got was a joke. And everybody that I've reached out to has pretty much ignored me. So it is what it is. The cops get away with what they get away with. The news media doesn't give a crap.
So this happened to you.
I mean, you guys are real. You guys showed up. You came to the state house. And we took care of those bullies that wanted to try and unplug your shit. And then call us a bunch of assholes and be a coward. So yeah, about that.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've been through this as a patient, being arrested. Do you know other patients that are going through some similar stuff in PA?
Yes, I've actually had several of them over at the Happy Hippie Hut. I got my own wellness center opened up out of our apartment over there at Green Springs.
Uh-huh.
And ever since I've opened up my place, there's been a lot of patients coming over to have their flower processed in the live rosin. Yep, we'll be pressing that one later.
Nice.
That was just a quarter. We're going to do the other quarter then. Sorry about that. I'm talking with the owner of the shop.
Nice.
No worries. I'm on with Sativa Cross. Anyway, sorry, bro.
Woohoo!
Giving you a little shout out to the owner of Coexist over here.
Oh, sweet. Coexist. Yes, we've heard of them.
Well, they're a veteran-owned, veteran-run, and veteran-operated glass gallery over here in Steelton, Pennsylvania. They're doing the Candy Care docs over here, so they're doing marijuana certifications. If you're interested in becoming a medical cannabis patient, stop by the Happy Hippie Hut stable and we'll help you get certified. We'll get you certified to get weedified.
Stonified.
Certified, weedified. So, that's what this drug war is doing, don't you know?
Sorry, I'm just reading the message board here.
The gentleman gave us his ticket, sorry.
Wow. Yeah, Jay Weber, Mike Vinceleos says, Jay Weber wants Aubrey to die. Eesh.
He says he wants to what?
Jay Weber voted to abstain to lower the price of insulin. He didn't,
oh, wow.
Yeah, how do you abstain from that? How do you vote anything but yes for that, for lowering? Wow.
Well, what I'm trying to do, because I'm not in this for money, I'm just like Eric, I'm out here to educate other patients.
Right, we know.
How to make concentrates with their flower.
Yes.
So they don't have to pay the outrageous dispensary prices for good concentrates and good live rosin.
Do you know that Jay Weber voted no for vets to have cannabis for PTSD? He voted no for PTSD.
Well, that takes a special kind of piece of shit right there.
That's a special kind of asshole right there.
Yeah. He's a special kind of bloody turd.
Like, I know...
Hope he feels good about himself.
I see how PTSD...
He would rather have someone like me suffer and be on 32 different types of pills and, be a zombie instead of being able to be out here functioning and helping other patients to make quality live rosin with their their cannabis or their CBD hemp. So it seriously is a shame the people that are just involved in it for the almighty dollar. All these cannabangers that just have some sort of hat or shirt or something to hawk. And they want to charge $25 for a hat and $20 for a shirt.
$100 for an interview.
Not casting hate. Just saying patients that need help and education on how to get better medication don't need a freaking hat thrown at them for $25 toting their message. There's a whole bunch of different cannabanger groups here. I'm not mentioning names.
No, please do.
Well, just know that the Happy Hippie has been running hubs, helping unconditionally, graciously, sincerely for 25 years, helping patients, making better pot medication. They want to hate on me because I'm an educator and I'm not in this to make money. Let them hate. I'm going to continue to eat cake and I'm going to be happy.
I'm eating some
While
cannabis.
they're over there hating.
I'm eating candy with cannabis. It's yummy.
You're eating candy cannabis stuff.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
THC rock candy, bro. It's one of my faves.
Rock and roll candy.
Mm-hmm. You know it. I call it chaos. I call it chaos candy, or CC.
Chaos candy.
Chaos candy.
Chaos candy.
Chaos.
Want some candy?
It's chaotic.
I like
Well,
that.
hey, bro, we're going to get going. They're getting the band set up in here. Things are about to get really, really loud.
Oh, you got a band? What's the name of the band?
Yeah, they got...
He falls for it every time. He falls for it every time. What's the name of the band? Click. What's the name of the band, Happy Hippie? It's the... Sorry. Sorry about your luck there, Happy Hippie. Sorry about your luck there, buddy. All right, so today at the Trenton State House, Aubrey and Mike crushed it. And I knew they would. They have been going around practicing for this day for years, and when this day came, they just crushed it. This is amazing. You want to know how you do activism and how you take part? This is how you take part, boys and girls. You come out when you don't feel good, and you come out and you do something like this at the State House. This is, hold on, let me set this up. If I had a producer, I'd have them doing all this for me, but I don't, so hold on. We'll do it the hard way. All right, this is Aubrey, and this is today at the State House. This is absolutely amazing. Check this out.
Okay, my name's Aubrey Navarro Conway. I'm a 34-year-old mother of 3 and a proud Jersey girl from Sayreville. Some of you may know me from my work around the State House. At one point, I was here several times a week, pressing my case to fix New Jersey's badly broken medical marijuana program. For what it's worth, that program still needs a lot of work. But we thank Chris Christie for that. About a year ago, I stopped being around the State House as much. I stopped being able to help patients as much. I visibly lost weight at a drastic rate due to a secret I was keeping, and it was that I was type 1 diabetic. Every month, I struggle to afford my insulin, something my body needs every minute, for every day, for the rest of my life. I'm lucky in one sense, though. I receive encouragement to put my struggle in the spotlight from the people that love me. And they encourage me to stand in front of you today and have the opportunity to be a voice for many diabetics all over New Jersey. By ensuring reliable and affordable access to insulin, it's a great investment. I want you to go straight home and tell your constituents how much money you saved them by sparing the cost of diabetics dialysis as a result of organ failure due to unregulated blood sugars, amputations, blindness, etc. I took a second job in order to continue affording my insulin every month so that I don't lose my eyesight, need a limb amputated, or die as a result of unregulated blood sugar. I really didn't think I'd be working a part-time job on the side at this point in my life, but it's not beneath me. That's an extra 40 hours a week away from my children and my family. But I have no alternative because I have to be alive to be my children's mother. I'll do it as long as I have to, but with your help, I won't have to do it much longer. Pass this bill so that I can get back to my family and get some rest so I can enjoy my children and my life again, free from the constant feeling of impending doom. Being just one tiny misstep, one extra late fee or bill, one extra copay away from being unable to afford next month's insulin. It was and still is hard for me to admit how desperate I am sometimes. And like millions of Americans, I struggle to afford my copays. And it took me a long time to understand the only ones that should be embarrassed are the pharmaceutical companies that are getting rich off the desperation of me and patients like me. Not everyone can take $25 Walmart insulin. I'm allergic to that form of insulin. I don't have.
Did you hear that? These politicians say, oh, Dad, there's Walmart insulin you could take. Dad. Why don't you take the Walmart insulin? What's wrong with you? You idiots. Walmart insulin is how it sounds. Walmart insulin. And first of all, if insulin gets warm, it doesn't work. So people at Walmart, you think they really care about when the truck comes in with the insulin, if it's going to be refrigerated or not? Really? Walmart insulin? Are you kidding me?
Allergic to that form of insulin. I don't have any choice but to buy the brand name. I have to. It's not my fault, and I'm insured. Let's put an end to that. Right here today, right now in New Jersey. Let's show the rest of the country that New Jersey unanimously passed this bill, and let diabetics like me know that help is on the way. Let's let this bill be the easiest thing that you do all day, if not in your entire career. At this very moment, your bodies are making liquid for free that some patients pay in excess of a mortgage payment for every month, forever. Think of how the cost of an extra mortgage payment would impact your lives, your partner's life, your children's lives, your career, your social life, and your mental state. And then vote yes on this bill unanimously. Lives are on the line. And we're sitting here talking about insurance and the cost of increasing so that we can save lives. You're telling type 1 diabetics that the pharmaceutical company's bottom line is more important than their lives, than my life. People are dying without insulin because they can't afford it, insured or not. My life's on the line. There's a lot of people in New Jersey whose lives are on the line. And I think that should be before the discussion about the financial impact on the pharmaceutical companies.
Oh yeah, the first question that they asked was, what's the impact on the pharmaceutical companies? Duh. That was the first question. That was their first and foremost concern. All right, let me find Mikey. Mikey brought his artwork with him, which is amazing. And between Aubrey and Mike, they just blew them away. Let's see. Here. That's right about here. Hold on.
Unaffordable prescription drugs and vote yes on today's bill.
Thank you so much for expressing those opinions, Michael.
How you doing? I'd like to show you a project that I made. This is an image of a cannabis leaf, and it's made by the caps of insulin pens. Cannabis is non-affordable medicine, and insulin is an unaffordable medicine, so this represents unaffordable medicine on top of unaffordable medicine. When you have unaffordable medicine, it gives a person stress, and stresses them out, which is also not good. I didn't know nothing about diabetes a year ago. I've given it every effort to learn as much as I could about everything that a diabetic has to go through, especially a type 1 who can't make their own insulin and can't manage it through exercise or diet. But the one thing that I've learned through educating myself, the number one thing is that there's protection in place for these insurance companies, and I don't know why they're being protected. This outrageous cost, who are we helping? Are we helping these companies? Are we helping their shareholders? Why are we not helping? It's diabetics. We have to do something about this. Can't do nothing. If a patient takes a shot every meal, that's 3 shots a day. That's 10 units a day. If a pen contains 100 units, that's 30 units a day. 1 pen every 4 days. They would probably need 8 a month. If they don't have any insurance, the sticker price is around $1,200 total for that month. Each of the 8 pens costs $150. Each day's worth of injections would be $47 to $50. This is 420 days of insulin shots that a diabetic has to go through. 420 is also effectively associated with cannabis use. So after 420 days of 3 shots a day of insulin injections, that total number is 19,740. This project is not finished yet. It's a work in progress, very much like this bill being voted and signed into law. I'm going to repeat that again. All of these insulin caps here to represent this image cost $19,740 days, $40, and that's 420 days of insulin shots. I hope this imagery helps drive the point home that we are not protecting diabetics. It's like voting against the air that the person next to you breathes, because very much like a type 1 diabetic, that insulin is needed for them to live. Otherwise, they'll die in 48 hours. So I think you would like it if someone protected the air that you breathe in your body, considering that it's necessary for life. Again, one more time, the number for 420 days of injections is $19,740. Unaffordable medicine on top of unaffordable medicine.
Michael, thank you. Very well done. Vice Chairman, questions?
Thank you. Aubrey, you brought up something that I just want to reiterate. You said that, and I realized all of this as I was doing the biosimilar legislation, why the importance for the prescribing and the informing of the physician as to which prescription was being provided, because the FDA is making biosimilars and biologics interchangeable. Can you tell us how many different prescriptions, how many different insulin drugs have you tried to find the right one for you?
I've been on in 3 years, I've been on probably over 10 different kinds of insulin. And the scariest part is like the generic, the way I found out that it didn't work, or that I was allergic to it, is that it didn't work. That's it. That's the only way to find out if you're allergic to a form of insulin. So now my blood sugar is 400 or 500 for a couple of days or weeks. It's damaging all my organs, but it's just so I can try this cheaper version. It's not. I can't keep doing that. So now I'm on 2 different versions every day, but I have tried I would say between 10 and 15 different kinds, between short and long acting.
So for the same reason why Aubrey, had a negative reaction to a biologic or even a biosimilar, is the reason why physicians need to be informed immediately as to when a prescription is changed. The FDA has made it very challenging as well. But I wanted to point this out because putting the cap on the insulin is the way to be able to control this. Because the 10 different medicines or 12 different medicines that you've tried have all ranged in various prices. So, going back to the pharmaceuticals, the PBMs, the rebates, everything else is so uncontrollable. The one thing that we can control is the cap. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vice Chair. And again, thanks to this panel. It was a wonderful way to end things, to put a human face on all of this. And I think you realize just from hearing a lot of the folks here, it just makes sense with the numbers that I think each and every one of us have somebody, it's a close family member that has the same challenges as 2 of you do. So we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just because a lot of you characters out there put 3 slips in for all 3 bills, well, we got a little overdone. Is there anybody that we missed that wants to testify?
Okay. So Jay Weber, in that vote, abstained. But Betty Lou DeCroce, who was a abstention, decided to vote yes after the testimony today. So this is why you take part, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't a big deal, but it is a big deal. When you get a politician to flip because of your testimony, that's very powerful and very moving and very inspiring. And it should be inspiring to other people to want to take part in the system. It's not fun. It's boring. But we were kind of high today. It was let's see. Who is this today? Okay. Hello, you're on the air with Sativa Cross. Hold on. Go ahead, you're on the air.
What's going on?
Yeah, who's this? Who am I speaking to?
Mikey B.
Oh.
I got an echo.
I thought you... Okay, never mind. You sounded like somebody else for a minute there.
Mm-mm.
You sounded like Ron Rice for a second.
But I got an echo. I got a strong echo going.
Here, how about that? Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
No. How about now?
No.
How about now?
It is.
How about now?
No, it's not better.
Really? Oh, shit.
Maybe, now?
How bad is an echo? Like, what's it doing?
It's giving me an echo. It's hard to talk. Let me call you right back.
All right, try that. And take me off speakerphone. I thought that was Ron Rice calling in for a second there. Hello, you're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Is that better?
No, I still have that echo.
Really? Are you on speakerphone?
No, not on speakerphone. I know that fucks it up.
How about now? Is that better?
Yes. Now I'm not hearing any echo. Yes.
Okay. We'll try that. Yeah, today was very interesting. A really amazing day for... if you're an activist, you should have been very inspired watching you two today crush it. You guys crushed it.
Yeah, today was super cool. Today was super good. First thing I want to say is Jay Weber is a pile of crap. He's an absolute pile of crap for abstaining from the vote. It's very clear who he's protecting, you know. But Aubrey did a great job. I was super proud of her. I thought it went well.
Yeah, Aubrey made people cry today.
Yeah. Yeah, she did a good job. I mean, it's like, that was the first time that she, was doing something like that where she was just talking about herself. So she did an amazing job. She, I think she was the one who got that lady to flip. That was super awesome. It was cool to see that because she touched on the fact that she was going to abstain from the vote, and then she decided, after hearing the testimony, that she was going to vote yes in favor, which was good. It was weird for me or whatever because I've never done that in Trenton like that for any like state issues or whatever. So I didn't really know what to expect, and I'm in a room with a bunch of ties, and I don't really know what the hell's going on for the most part, to be honest. I don't know who's who, and when everybody on the panel and the committee started talking about insulin this, insulin that, the one guy brought up the Walmart insulin and couldn't understand why that wasn't a solution. And then Jay Weber talked about there being more complications, which would be insurance companies raising premiums and rates, which I love the fact that Aubrey slayed him and said that perspective, I'm so glad that perspective saves lives, How does a perspective like that save lives? And it's not that complicated. And when I heard them talking in the manners that they were, with the lack of information that they had, I realized very quickly that I knew much more about diabetes, everything. I've been educating myself for the past year, and for the last few months, very intensely. Since I went on unemployment, I go on unemployment from the Christmas time till the beginning of March. And I've just been packing my brain with a bunch of knowledge and education. And what I told the committee today was the number one thing that I found throughout all this was just the protection of the pharmaceutical companies. There's 3 companies that control the market. They're the only 3 companies that manufacture insulin. And they control the market. And over the last 15 years, they've hiked up the price over 3 times the amount. and they've all done it with their arms around each other. And, they're basically, those three companies have been acting like legal drug cartels. They're drug cartels, and they're acting legally, with protection. And it's a shame because the drugs that they're peddling in this instance is life-saving insulin. And for Aubrey and other type 1s, they need that to live. They can die within 48 hours. So to hang that over their head, every other expense that you could imagine that could come into play for someone like Aubrey or another type 1 who doesn't have an exponential amount of money to just throw around here and there. Every other cost goes to the wayside. This insulin comes first. Every other cost that you can imagine, every other bill, food, clothing, doing luxury things are never going to happen. You can throw that stuff out the window. So every other expense just falls to the wayside. So, I'm super proud of Aubrey for her testimony. And it was just me and her in terms of the public. There was nobody else testified. So I'm glad that we did.
Good job.
Yeah, it was cool. It was good.
It was inspiring, bro. It was just amazing. It was good to watch you guys in action.
Yeah, it was cool. It was definitely cool. I brought my project. I brought my insulin project, which is for maybe anybody who's watching right now and go catch up to speed with it. That pot leaf project is made up of 1,262 insulin shots, and it makes up 420 days worth of shots for a diabetic if they're taking 3 shots a day. So I was hoping that the visual imagery of that project, which you can interpret, anybody can interpret it for what it's worth or whatever, but I look at it as just more, it's just unaffordable medicine, which is the medical marijuana, and then it's unaffordable medicine, which is the insulin. And it goes on and on. Everybody, all my friends, everybody who I know, family, friends, everybody has medical conditions or something going on where they're just being some form of screwed up the ass, and I've just been so overwhelmed with all the injustices surrounding all this stuff with the insulin. And let me throw this out there. I think I touched on this the last time I was doing the podcast with you, but I just want to mention this again because I still feel like this is so unbelievable, and it's a good it's a good perspective into the way these the pharmaceutical companies think. But in 2007, there was an insulin pump that biohackers were able to hack into so they could send external signals to their glucose monitors that you wear in your arm or your abdomen or wherever. And they essentially built a closed-loop system where the pump would distribute the right amount of insulin, and it would go off the readings of the monitors. So it was essentially a closed-loop system. And these were regular people. These were, what you would call just tech guys kind of thing or whatever, biohackers. So they figured out how to hack into this 2007 insulin pump. And once the pharmaceutical companies realized what happened, it was like 60 days that they made a pump that was a closed-loop system, and they got it approved by the FDA within 60 days, which is absurd in terms of how long it takes for things to get passed or whatever. But they did that because they knew that regular people and their passion and their determination to find better quality of living for somebody who needs insulin, they were beating at their own game. And that pharmaceutical company that owned that device said that it was defective because they didn't want anyone, changing it or, giving any external signals. But everybody who was doing it was working well for them. So after 60 days, they got one approved where these pharmaceutical companies now have their own closed-loop pumps. But they only had that because regular people beat them at it first. It's so fucked up.
So the difference between the pumps is one pump tells you when you need the insulin. The other pump actually puts the insulin in your body and regulates it as you need it.
Right, and the closed loop one that the pharmaceutical companies created finally, in response to these biohackers doing it first, that cost $7,000 without insurance, and I don't know how much it would be with, because the co-pays would be different depending on whatever insurance plan you have. But it's just wild, all the injustices surrounding, because it's life-saving medication. For someone like Aubrey or another type 1, like I said, you need it to live. You need it to live. It's like the breath, the air you breathe.
Yeah. What you make for free, she has to make a mortgage payment to pay for that.
Say that again?
What your body makes for free, Aubrey has to make a mortgage payment every month on that.
Right.
But your body makes it for free.
I don't know. And then you got Jay Weber, who abstains from the vote. I mean, that's fucked up. That's why I said it 3 times tonight in the comments, or I said it on your one post. I said it on this podcast tonight. Jay Weber wants Aubrey to die. That's what he wants. He doesn't care. He's abstaining from a vote. The first thing he brought up was, what about the pharmaceuticals' bottom dollar, their bottom line?
Yeah, that was his main concern.
That was his main concern. And Aubrey shredded the fucking shit out of him. I'm so glad she shredded him the way that she did. By explaining that. How many lives are you saving about worrying about the bottom dollar, the bottom line for these companies? How many lives are you saving, Same guy who voted against PTSD for the medical marijuana.
Yeah.
Pile of garbage.
Jerk off. Not a fan.
No, not a fan at all. He sucks, Lefty.
This guy. Hey, I got to live up near him. He shows up here at my diner once in a while. I'm trying to eat.
But it's, it was unanimous. I mean, he abstained, but everybody else voted yes.
Yeah, there was no no's. Yeah. If you and Aubrey weren't there, he might have voted no.
That's true, but that lady, she was going to abstain if it wasn't for me and Aubrey, and I would give Aubrey the credit on that one.
Yeah,
she definitely flipped because the testimonies. She pretty much put it out there, black and white or whatever. She was prepared to abstain. She said it. The only reason why she changed was because Aubrey's she had a very emotional impact.
It was a 1-2 punch, man. Between the two of you, it was just like, wow, what just happened? We just got bitch slapped by wow. It's just amazing.
I like to think that that's a moment that somebody in a position like that lady who flipped on the spot or whatever, you have a choice at that moment to do what? To be a politician and follow your interests, follow who you're aligned with, or actually do what you're supposed to do, and follow your heart, follow your morals.
Right.
Not your interests, not your political, financial interests. So that lady did the right thing by not abstaining, because she's on the record as voted in favor, and she will go down in history as somebody who voted appropriately.
That's right, the right side of history.
Yeah, because, there is that. I know when Jay Weber dies, the last thing he's going to be thinking about is that he abstained from the insulin cap vote, but that pile of shit abstained from a cap to insulin, which these companies are legal drug cartels. Who the hell is he protecting? Why do you think he voted no against medical marijuana for PTSD? This is a guy who's protecting these companies, these pharmaceutical companies, like no other. I don't like it.
Oh, boy. So what's next, Mikey? What's on the horizon?
Fuck if I know, man. Seriously, because like I said, like I told you earlier today or whatever, I've just been backing my brain with all this stuff, all this information or whatever, and then before you know it, all of a sudden, all these other states have been moving so quickly, and it was obvious that Jersey was coming around on this one. How can you not be for somebody paying such an outrageous amount of money for life-saving medication? That's nuts. That's the thing about these companies and their greed. Their greed was so nutty that, this is the reaction from it. Is now now lawmakers have to cap their outrageous, greedy prices. But yeah, now what's next is right.
Well, I have an issue. I might as well talk to you about it before you hang up. I have surgery coming up on the 25th, and I'm not nervous about the surgery. I'm looking forward to it. I'm nervous about these damn pills that I don't want to have to take these pills. I was nervous about taking these pills last time. And, I got a bottle sitting here from last year. And I'm not going to be a hero. If I'm in pain, I'm going to take it. I just don't want to have to start taking them. It's scary.
Now, when are you doing your surgery?
The 25th.
25th of this month, February.
Yeah, so I'm having shoulder surgery.
How long are you expected to, what is the recovery time for that?
Probably 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the same time around. No, I guess it was more like January of last year when you had your neck surgery, huh?
Yeah, January, and then the other two surgeries I had were in November, like Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I'll be ready for springtime. I need to be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, man, that's gonna fucking. That's gonna be a little hellhole period or whatever.
Yeah, I was miserable last time. Miserable.
Yeah, I remember I stopped by on that one day where you were really in pain because you sneezed.
Oh no! Yes, that's right.
Remember that? It's like you were all fucked up.
Yeah.
I brought you, me and Aubrey, we brought you that, what is that shit, pho? That's down the street.
Yes, that was amazing.
Yeah.
It's pho.
Yeah, we'll do it again. We'll do it again when you get back in surgery and you make it home.
Yeah, every January and February I'm gonna have surgery.
Yeah, right on.
Fun stuff. Good times. But yeah, I am nervous about those damn pills, though, because those damn pills. I'm not going to be a hero. I'm going to take one if I need one. But
yeah, I mean, shit.
I don't want to have to take it because it scares me.
No, right? But I mean, yeah. I mean, I hear you. I know. Fuck, man. Shit, I could never roll like that again or whatever. You already know my whole.
Right.
Thing
What would you do in this situation? Now, what would happen if you had to take a surge? What would you do? Because I don't have suppositories. I got nothing. So I mean. What the hell would you do?
Well, to be honest with you, I've thought about it from time to. I haven't thought about it in a while, but I've thought about it from time to time, and it freaks me out or whatever because the whole thing, my whole thing or whatever is the place that I pull from for strength is the place of being clean from opiates. I'm on my 23rd month of being clean. At the end of March, it's going to be 2 years.
Nice.
And it's nutty, but it's so nutty or whatever. But I used to worry about it more or whatever. Oh shit, what if I get hurt? I go up and down ladders for a living. Second floor ladders, third floor ladders. And, yeah, I would be fucked or whatever because, I mean, I'd like to think that I would, if I needed the painkillers, that they would give them to me and I wouldn't, get into some sort of a state of mind where I wind up relapsing or something or whatever. But for me, taking any opiates in that scenario would be a relapse. So I can't do that. I just can't do that, So for me, I would do everything I could to try to not because I have my own addiction issues from the past. And
I think I fucked up. I didn't get any suppositories. I didn't get any supplies ahead of time like I did last time.
Well, then you got to do that this time. You got to make sure you do a little.
I need some oil.
Do a little care package for yourself.
Yeah, I got to make some capsules.
Yeah.
And put them up my butt.
Yeah, because that helps you.
It worked, man. It worked.
Yeah. You got to do what works.
Got whatever works, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
You want to call Aubrey on three-way?
Yeah, let's give it a shot. If I can hear her, you may have to hang up, but we should be okay.
Okay. Should I try to call her on my phone or you want to call on yours?
Yeah, try it on yours. Go ahead.
Okay.
This should be fun. We haven't done this in a while. I love technology. Yellow. Yellow. This segment brought to you by CMMNJ and New Jersey Weedman's Joint. Whoa. SativaCross.com also. MagicalButter.com. I hear Magical Butter is in Bed Bath & Beyond. How about that? A big box. Yeah, they're trying to get into Walmart and all those other big stores now.
Please try your call again later.
Oh!
Goodbye.
What happened? What was that? Really? That's hurtful. That's hurtful. Boy. Come on, Bucket Boy. Pick up the phone. Up there's Mikey. You're on the air. Yellow.
Yeah, that did not work.
You hung up on me, damn it.
Well, first off, that's the first time I've tried to actually do an ad call with a merge. I've never even done that before.
Oh, great.
So that's probably why it didn't work, even though she didn't pick up.
Let's do it while thousands of people are watching. That's great.
Oh, and Bucket Boy, man. Like, come on with Bucket Boy. Seriously. The $100, man.
He wants $100 to come on the podcast.
Why does it... I wish Bucket Boy would get in touch with us and, maybe actually, speak for not $100. Like, I like Bucket Boy. I can tell he's a dick. But, $100 is, who has $100 to toss for a 30-minute conversation,
Let's try to get his face fixed.
I just don't get it.
Start a GoFundMe for your face, Bucket Boy.
Yeah, and why the hell was he saying to you that maybe you shouldn't have a podcast?
Yeah, what does that mean?
All about?
What do you mean?
What the fuck is that all about?
We've been historic. It's historic podcast.
I like how he wasn't... I love his way of flossing, though. I thought it was so funny the way, in the text or whatever, he says, what did he say? I went on a radio station one time for $350, or I was like, it's hilarious. I believe him because he's, okay.
Okay.
Someone paid you $350 for a radio station, and it was probably right after maybe he got arrested or whatever. But this is what we should do, Lefty. How about this? How about next week we do a podcast and we dedicate the entire duration of the podcast to just speculation on what Bucket Boy's deal is. Because I could go on and on and on about, what maybe could be, what maybe could not be. And then he could save his, prospect of getting paid for an interview. And he can just know that me and you are just talking, out the ass about what we think about him. And because otherwise he could just call in and he could, confirm who he is, what these questions are that we have. I have some questions for him.
Hey, you know what? Are you going to come up here for the Adam Kokesh interview?
I told you today I'm gonna.
All right,
absolutely.
So that day we'll interview Bucket Boy in studio.
Yes, that would be great.
Yeah, because I look like Bucket Boy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat a bunch of sandwiches this week. I'm going to knock out my front tooth. I'm going to find out a way. I'm going to get someone to knock out my front tooth. I'm going to hit myself in the head with a bat about 30 times and hang my ass and my belly out of my shirt.
Right on. Right on.
And you can interview me as Bucket Boy. I'll have to work on the accent.
Let's in the meantime, let's find a Goodwill that we can go to, and we can find that gray type striped shirt that he was wearing. It was kind of like two shades of gray or whatever. We'll find we'll definitely find a shirt like that at Goodwill, and then you could do the whole hands off. I thought that was great. And then the freaking,
I gotta work.
And then not for nothing or whatever, but those cops were being super reasonable, all things considered or whatever. Regardless, he was out of line, and he admitted that he was out of line on an apology video that I watched, which I have a lot of assumptions from that apology video that I would like to just assume if he doesn't call in, and we can just speculate about it. Because I could talk all day about Bucket Boy. I actually like what him and those dudes do. I think they're great.
What's the name of that group again?
Audit in America.
Auditing.
after you told me about those dudes, I spent the next 2 nights or whatever, like, I don't know, I'd get into that mode or whatever. I'm like, I want to do All in America right now. And I'd watch them for like 4 hours. I did that for like 2 nights in a row. And they're interesting, you know, they're ball busters or whatever, for sure. But they kind of deal with a lot of the same issues that we deal with in terms of like filming in police departments or like lobbies and essentially places that are public. And we've had our own issues with that. You know, we're talking about that today. You know, Lavalette. What was the other one? Old Bridge, you know. So, I don't know. We've dealt with the same kind of things or whatever. So I kind of, you know, I like what they do. But, Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! It's great. I hope you get shot. I hope you get shot as a cop in 2020.
That's tense. Shocking. I want to watch this video now. I love this video. Hold on, let me get this up.
You gotta watch the apology video because you know how like when you're on like a voice call or something, you know how your face looks all like close to the camera and your nose is all big. And
it's not a good look for him.
Goofy.
It's not a good look for him.
No, and for him, he does an apology video with that kind of like a lens going on, and it's almost a fish lens, and he has fish lips. So the apology video is the funniest thing.
Where is it? On YouTube or where is it?
Yes, it's on YouTube. It is the funniest. You should play right now.
Where is it? I'm gonna find it.
Go on YouTube and put Bucket Boy apology.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, it's from like 3 weeks ago. Oh, here. Aubrey's calling in. Let me see if I can merge this.
I don't see it here. No, it's not. I don't see it. Oh, I said Bucky boy. Shit. Bucket boy. Bucket boy. No. It's not here. How about put Auditing America? Let's try that one. Auditing America. Hands up. I don't see it here. I don't see the apology video. It might be on his Instagram. I did see something on Instagram. Never mind. Hey, Mikey, I did see something on Instagram. Maybe it's on Instagram. You there? Can you hear me? On YouTube? Yeah, I don't see it. I got to look for it.
Here, hang on. Let me try to do this one more time.
I see the live stream chat. I see Auditing America. I see a lot of this stuff here. Oh, wait, here it is. What I said was unwarranted but unlawful, not unlawful. Is that
you
it?
There?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear.
Okay, There we go.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Aubrey, how are you?
What up?
I'm good.
Aubrey, you did great today.
Thanks, guys. I don't know. It's not the way I'm used to doing my thing, but I appreciate it. The important part is that it got done.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yes. That was a great,
Thanks, guys.
Great activism. It's inspiring. It should be inspiring to other activists to watch you guys because you guys made Betty Lou DeCroce flip. And you know what? Jay Weber was probably a no, and you probably made him abstain. I'm just saying.
And that's true, too. Lefty was pointing that out to Aubrey, you know. We never even kind of thought about that or whatever. But I'm telling you, that lady that flipped, if it wasn't for your testimony, there's no doubt in my mind that she would have just stayed abstained. She said that. She said, well, I was going to abstain,
yes,
but she couldn't under the circumstances of that emotional testimony. Something that compelling cannot be ignored if you actually want to put your head down at the end of the night in terms of, you know, are you voting with your morals or are you voting with your pocket? Like Jay Weber, you know, who wants you dead, which I find unbelievable. I can't believe Jay Weber wants you dead.
Yeah, how do you feel about that, Aubrey?
Jay Weber definitely wants. You know what? To be honest, I kept saying I was so shocked by the fact that his question was
like one of the first questions.
Oh my God, yes.
Immediately about the pharmaceutical company's bottom line. And I kept saying I was shocked, but I was thinking about it later, and it's not that I was shocked by it. It was that just the fact that it was his first question about the pharmaceutical company's bottom line made me feel bad. Like I felt like he wanted me dead. That's what I felt like. Like he wants me to die.
But guess what, Jay? Super direct with probably to conform himself in his shitty little boat and sail down his shitty little river and played his interests, but you sliced his ass down, and I love the fact that you were there to do it. So I thought that was great.
Yeah, I mean, it got done. I'm just not used to emotional testimony like that because I'm not used to talking about something that is, that personal. In the past, when I have spoken, I speak about in relation to my own cases that medical marijuana helped me so much, and I was able to overcome so much because of it. But this is like I'm still struggling with it, and it's like the center of my life is how to afford insulin. So it's extremely personal, and that's why it was just different, I guess, today. But
it's
whatever,
like,
it's done.
Your whole life is like revolved around this insulin issue. It's crazy that you have to work around it. That you have to, everything is revolved around it.
Yeah, I have to get like special letters for my job that say like I need to be able to walk away and go like inject my insulin. I need to be able to take as many breaks as I need to eat. I need to like all this special stuff, and it just is like it calls attention to it. So like it really is every minute of my life and every day and everything I do really is centered around insulin, whether it's like I need to eat, I need to take insulin, I need to eat now so I don't eat later, or I don't have time later, I don't have time now. And then everything I'm doing, I'm working, I'm trying to mold that around my kids and my life, and it's all to afford insulin. Everything is about how to afford insulin.
This shouldn't be like this in the United States.
Well, it's not going to be hopefully anymore in New Jersey soon.
Yeah, it's amazing
I think it's great that the cap originally was $100 in the draft of the bill, and now it's going to be $50.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
for an unemployed person, $100 may as well be $700.
Sure, right.
Jay Weber also said that they'll have to raise prices on the insurance or something to make up for this.
Yeah, he was saying that.
Yeah, he's worried about non-diabetic premium for health insurance is going to go up because the pharmaceutical company is not getting the money from the co-payments for insulin if they cap the cost at $50. I can't even believe that's something that you're even considering when we're talking about people unable to access life-saving medication. I just can't even believe that was a concern.
By that theory, it's almost like a third grader perspective where anytime you're talking about an issue, whoever you're talking about, his perspective would be, well, what about everybody else? What about all the other people? Well, we're not talking about any of those other people. We're actually talking about people who need life-saving medication, So, I don't know. I'm just glad you were there to cut them down like that, because otherwise it would have just been pharmaceutical reps putting in their no votes, not in favor, and it just would have been process, and you brought emotion to it,
Yes. Thank you. You guys rock.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like the same reason that I became a public patient advocate with medical marijuana is that I just have a problem with certain, injustices. And, this one just happened to be one that I was personally involved in. And it just can't go on this way. It just can't go on this way for another 200 years or 50 years or it just can't go on this way.
200
People
days.
People are dying for stupid reasons.
Yeah. Let's help the sick and the dying. There's Christians out there. I'm sure Jay Weber might even be Christian. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe he's born Christian.
Well, he sold his soul, so there's that.
Oh, that's true.
Even if he's Christian.
Yeah, you sell your soul. That's a whole different thing. He turned his back to us after the vote. You notice that? He got up and turned his back to everyone.
He got up and left. Yeah.
If you were Jay Weber, you would do the same thing. You wouldn't want to face anyone after that. You know, he pathetically turned away. He was pathetic when he turned away.
Feckless.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you. I don't know. I mean, I respect the process of our government, that there's panels and boards and committees or whatever. But when you're the only person you're presenting opposition to what is a moral issue. You're the only one. Yeah, that should make people be like, "What the hell?"
Well, because it's like it's showing all your cards are face up on the deck on the table, you know, and he's showing that he has special aligned interests with all of these interests, these pharmaceutical companies. Same reason why he voted no for the PTSD, for medical marijuana. Guy's a goddamn crook. I don't know how he puts his head down.
I would like to make sure that even if there is not more public testimony needed, that every time they have to meet for it, that Jay Weber sees my face.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be more, right?
They have to, they can amend it, and it sounds like they need to put the 3 bills into one also. So they just need to make a final draft, and then it needs to be voted on again. They can amend it or whatever. They can do their little arguments about it, which it doesn't seem like there is going to be. So it should be pretty smooth and pretty quick. So we'll see. But there's definitely got to be one more vote at least.
When me and Aubrey came in, the State House, the guy who checked us in, the security guy, tried to say I couldn't bring my artwork in because he said you can't bring in signs. But I thought that was weird because I guess a sign would be a message, and my shirt was a message. It said, "Her fight, my fight." I mean, that's a message, and everybody else who has had their groups and in the hallway for whatever their causes were, they had messages on their shirts or whatever. So I actually had a moment where I was like, oh shit, I did all this artwork and I put all this education in my head because I want to know more about what Aubrey has to go through. But here I was, I had an opportunity to actually speak in front of them. And then I had that moment where I'm like, oh, they're not letting me bring the artwork in. Like, this is awful. Like, I just calmly explained to the guy that this is part of my testimony and it's part of my presentation. And he let me go in with it. And I was super happy about that. I thought there was a moment where I wasn't going to bring it in.
Did you explain to him what it was, like the insulin, the whole deal?
Yeah.
Really?
And like I said, I just remained super calm, and I just figured I'm just going to talk to him like he's the panel right now, because if I can't talk to the panel, I got to talk to him, and I got to be as professional as I can. And I just calmly explained to him that what it was, and that we were speaking, that me and Aubrey were speaking on behalf of the insulin cap bill, and that all those caps represented cost, and it was relevant to my presentation. And, he heard what I said, and he said, all right. It was cool.
It was good practice. If you can convince him, you can convince Betty Lou.
Well, yeah, it was kind of like I said, man. I was like, damn, because I wasn't even going to really be able. I mean, I would still would have spoke or whatever, but maybe would have thrown me off kilter, kind of thing,
It worked out,
but
man. Yeah, it worked out real good.
It was a rainy day in Trenton, which was Aubrey's good luck.
Yes, and we smoked 2 fat blunts.
Yep, smoked 2 fat blunts, and guess what we saw on the way home?
What?
A Be Like Jake sticker.
What?
In the car right next to us.
That's cool.
Yep.
He was there.
Yeah.
He was there.
A picture.
That's cool.
So
he's been watching us. I tell you, it's been wild. It's been a wild journey.
I've been there with Aubrey where literally one time she tapped into like an emotional place and she started talking about Jake, and we're walking down the boardwalk, and right to our right, all of a sudden, spray paint sign, Jake. right on the handrail.
Wow.
It was so wild. I was like, okay. And that was after like 2 or 3 times where he kind of did that again to her.
Mhm. I definitely believe in that because it's just there's too many coincidences with things like that have happened, and there's been witnesses to it to see that. It's like, all right, like I definitely know what this sign is.
Yeah, I've seen it so much. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, it went super good, so I'm really glad about that. Thank you guys.
You guys are
I
great.
think you did a good job.
Yeah, and thank you, Lefty, for coming and showing support. You've been right by this fight as well, showing support, and I'm glad you got it on camera.
Yeah, I'm
and
your
you were
video
able
guy.
to-
I'm the video guy.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you were able to get that on camera because, you know,
It's inspiring.
that was a good...
No, I knew you guys were going to crush it today. I just knew it from the minute you were going to go. I'm like, okay, I feel bad for these politicians right now because they're going to hear a fucking earful. And they did.
You know what? What a great example to the fact that there was no other member of the public there to testify, like just a patient, like a insulin-dependent patient.
Right.
Sometimes I think people think, well, we know that people think, well, I don't have to go speak out because someone else is taking care of that. But that's not the case today, as we saw. There was not going to be any human face put on it. There wasn't going to be. If we weren't there, it was a bunch of pharmaceutical reps and the lady from AARP and the writer of the bill. And that was it. There wasn't going to be any human face put on the struggle for affordable insulin. So people should keep that in mind when they're, thinking about, should I go out and, take part in something? But it's all right. Those guys got it. There's not always someone else doing that fight for you.
I think that's an important message that you're speaking about because if you weren't there, because again, one of the politicians brought up the Walmart insulin, the dog shit insulin, which you said before, Lefty. It sounds exactly like what it is, Walmart insulin, and that's I like that because it's true. It's Walmart insulin. So these politicians, they only educate themselves, not even educate, they only inform themselves enough so they can formulate opinion or questions, whether they're from a position of opposition or whatever. So I'm glad that you were able to clear that up for the guy, that not only does the Walmart insulin not work for a lot of people, but some people you're allergic to. You are allergic to it.
Mm-hmm.
This is information that otherwise they wouldn't have. And
And who's making sure it's cold? You have to have cold medicine. Who's making sure Walmart is keeping it cold all the time?
It's got to be in the fridge,
I don't trust Walmart. I just don't.
I don't either.
You're not going to find, I'm in all these diabetic groups all over Facebook. You're not going to find any diabetics saying that Walmart insulin does the trick.
Helps them. Yeah. It's really
not what
a
it does.
desperate
It's mids.
situation.
It's reds.
For desperation.
Yeah, it's mids.
Yeah. It's not even mids. It's like the stems and seeds.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's like if you wind up the stems and seeds.
Yeah, it's rough. It's like the resin bowl. You're smoking the resin out of your bowl.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, that's it. I know. Yeah, it's not good. I wish I could do $25 insulin. I wouldn't have this issue. But and I think it's funny when people mention it too, like, oh, did you know there's $25 insulin? Oh no, I never checked into it. I just wanted to keep paying this $700 a month. Of course I looked into it.
Like, thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, thanks.
That's so last year.
That's so last year, exactly. We're on new name brand insulin now. Designer insulin.
You gonna join a caravan? Is that what I hear now?
Well, the thing with the caravan still, even if you did a caravan to Mexico or to Canada, which we've definitely considered doing that, yeah, you got to keep it cold. You better bring a cooler because you got to keep it stable the whole trip. And that's why it's an issue, too, with shipping it. Like, let's say there was some way to get it from Mexico or from some other state or even Canada. I can't guarantee that in shipping that it's kept at that temperature that it needs to be. I don't know that it was kept at that temperature. And now, if it gets too warm, the only way I'm going to know is once I start using it and it's not effective. So
That's
now
a-
I just wasted all my money. And
Yeah, that's a ridiculous
doesn't work.
test. That's a horrible test.
Yeah.
Let's see if I get sick.
That's the thing.
Yeah, oh God. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's how you find out if your insulin went bad, is you try it and it doesn't work. And that's how you find out if you're allergic to a new one. You try it and it has no impact on your blood sugar. So it doesn't work.
You were using something last year that was making you lose weight, but you didn't know it was bad. It was just not working in some ways and working in others, right? Is that?
Yeah, well, I used to be on last year I was on a mixture. One of my insulin pens was a 70-30 mix of long and short-acting insulin. So it's supposed to be more convenient, one shot instead of two. But it was making me lose weight because it wasn't having enough of an effect on my blood sugar. So when your blood sugar is out of control, your body can't carry the nutrients from your food to the cells so that they can produce energy for you. It just starts burning up everything it can find to try to pull energy from. So since that kind of insulin wasn't working for me, I was dropping weight like crazy because my blood sugar was so high, so my cells weren't getting the proper nutrients, and it was just burning your body fat for energy. So now I'm on a different one. Well, I'm on two different ones. And I take a short-acting every time I eat. And then I take a long-acting at night before I go to bed. I take like a massive dose of long-acting insulin, which helps me stay a little bit more stable during the day. And it's supposed to help me stay stable during the night. But the nighttime's a problem for me when I sleep. I don't know why. It's just a phenomenon the doctor said that happens to some type 1 diabetics. That when you sleep, it either drops out of nowhere or it just goes up over 400 and stays there. And it's like really hard for me to get it back down when it does that.
Do you snack at night? Like, do you get up and snack?
Yeah, I do, but I have to leave candy next to the bed because more often than not, I go low at night instead of high. So the monitor that I wear in my arm, the blood sugar monitor, will start going off if my blood sugar's dropping too fast. So usually in the middle of the night, it'll wake me up, and then I have candy next to the bed so that I can, get up and go get a snack without passing out on my way. So sometimes I have to wake up and snack. Sometimes, I just have candy to bring it up a little bit until I'm ready to get up and eat. It's all a game of, timing and numbers. Because sometimes in the morning it'll be really low, and I'll be like, oh, I have time to take a shower before it goes too low. And by the time I get out of the shower, I'm like, oh, no, it's way too low. And I'm, sweating. I need to lay down. I need to eat candy or a juice box or something and bring it back up. And then I have to wait for my body to readjust to that. And that dip like that, dropping low really fast or going up really, really fast is, really exhausting for my body. It takes, all of my energy. And then, when it's first thing in the morning, I end up being 20 minutes late trying to get my kids to school or to work or something. And there's nothing I can do about it. I just have to wait for my sugar to come back up. That's just how I have to live. There's nothing I can do when it goes down like that and my body has to readjust. I have to wait. I just have to wait it out.
Wow. They certainly got an education today.
Yeah, today was good.
That's good. That's good. I'm good. I'm so impressed by you guys getting so, I got educated out of necessity. And even now, there's still things that, my people ask me about diabetes or something like that. I'm like, I don't know. I got to ask my doctor. I got to look it up. But you guys definitely did, a crash course in diabetes, and you guys are in type 1 diabetes.
Yeah, big
you guys
difference.
are great for wanting to know.
It should be two different diseases because it's a huge difference between type 1 and type 2.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unfortunately, they both suck, but, to be able to not have any control over it as a type 1, to not be able to manage it, is, it puts you in a bind.
Yeah. It's such a big. It is such a big difference, man, between type 1 and type 2. I wish they had different names for them. Because it just, like Mikey said, it just means something totally different. One is completely out of your hands, and the other one is still not great and not good for you, but it's manageable. It's curable. The only thing that type 1 is manageable. That's it. You can only manage it. There's no cure. It's forever.
And it's one thing running it across people who just don't know anything about it or know little about it, but then you'll run into these people like I said, I'm in these groups, all these type 1 groups, and you'll find people who will make videos. Like there was a dude who made a video who's like a health guy. He like works out. He's into like health and fitness, and he made a video and it was posted. I don't know if he posted it or someone else did, but he posted it in a group and essentially trashed type 1 diabetics, not realizing that they can't manage it through diet and exercise.
Oh, yeah. I read that. I think he had his type 1 and type 2 mixed up or something like that.
Well, he only understood type 2, and he referenced some articles that were referring to type 2, and the video, it just made people upset. It just got people upset, so that's just another aspect of someone not knowing information or not knowing enough, and then actually running with it and being like a douchebag about it or whatever,
That's just ignorance. I mean, he's just ignorant to the difference and, like, how it's out of their control.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, thanks for a great day, guys. Hey, I want to try something new on this podcast. I've never done this before. On the count of 3, I want you to say whether you like sativa or indica. 1, 2, 3.
Indica.
I got 2 at the same time. That was a first. I just got 2 at the same time for the price of 1. I just hung up on 2 people. That's never been done before, Tony. Tony Liberty. You thought you had the best Illuminati call? That was the best. I just got 2. I'm a sharpshooter. I got poo-poo. Pew-pew-pew. I got 2 in 1 shot. 2 in 1 shot. You just saw that. That just happened. Woohoo! Uh-oh. I just got 2 for 1. I got a 2 for 1, Mikey. Can you hear me? Hold on. Mikey?
Apology video?
Oh, hold on.
Bucket Boy News 401 here.
Can you hear it?
Just want to go over my New Jersey situation. Yes, in New Jersey I did get arrested. Yes.
Can you hear it?
I think it was deserved, but here's the thing.
Not really.
The reason why that all started, and I don't condone, I don't warrant what was said. There was other things I could have said that would have affected him just as bad, but not been just as bad as what I was saying. Could have said a bunch of other different things that would have hurt him just as bad.
What?
I don't wish death on nobody.
Wait, what? What did you just say? What? What was that? What the? Wait.
One of the different things that would have hurt him just as bad. I don't wish. Could have said a bunch of other different things that would have hurt him just as bad. I don't wish death on nobody. Never do. Never will.
Don't you just love
that was kind of bad after I looked back at it when I got out 30 minutes later when they released me. That it was kind of fucked up. I'll be honest. But anyways, here. Going back on that day when we first got there, the cops were a little hostile with us. When I got in, I went in by myself. Mr. America wasn't even in the building yet when my situation started during my standoff with that cop.
Who's Mr. America? Is that one of the audit guys?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right. Those guys are great. So this guy is part of Auditing America, apparently. He's one of the boys.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not exactly sure. I know he represents Bucket Boy News, and he rolls with Audit in America. I'm not actually sure if he's a part of Audit in America. And then sometimes they actually roll with another guy who has another kind of like media group.
Bucket Man?
No, it's something else. I forget. But like I said before, whatever. I watched a lot of their videos, and I'd like it if Bucket Boy would follow up with the interaction that you guys had in Trenton.
I should have filmed it.
Yeah.
The reason why there was a standoff with that cop and I in New Jersey State House was due to the fact that when you walk into the building, you have to ID yourself. Now, I looked up the laws in New Jersey, and they state you don't have to ID yourself unless you're being convicted of committing a crime.
Wait, what? You don't have to ID yourself unless you're committing a crime?
Unless you're like suspected of committing a crime or in the process of.
Gotcha, Bucket Boy.
You don't have to ID yourself unless you're being convicted of committing a crime.
Okay.
Just like here in my state and just like in most states. Some states aren't like that, though. So I tried exercising that right. And
wait, what? What'd you try to do?
So I tried exercising that right.
Oh, wait, okay. I tried exercising that right.
So I tried exercising that right.
Okay, gotcha. I got it.
And when I went to go exercise that right, he was basically on my face and saying, "Oh, you have to show your ID to get in this building." I was like, "No, I don't have to show my ID. What crime do you suspect you're committing? What was the policy of our building for security?
Video such gold.
You just made me walk through a metal detector and empty out my pockets as it is. So what policy trumps my rights of IDing myself when I'm not being convicted of committing any crimes?" That's when he started putting his hands on me, and before anything happened there, I had to put my hands up, and I was yelling, "Hands off," because they were touching me.
Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Hands off! Oh! Hands off!
They were violating me from the start. Then we go on later on our day. We go through do a couple more audits. Got harassed by other different Jersey police. We went back there to see what was going on with the bill, because we were mainly there due to the fact that we're trying to implement the bill that the government can force your child to be vaccinated. These vaccines aren't safe. Where's the freedom of choice? Where's the freedom of religion?
Wait a minute. He's a Trumper. What does he care about that? He's a Trumper. You know he's a Trumper, right?
Yes, I think he is like super easily persuaded. like you could persuade him to do whatever. Like I have a feeling that like who's ever by his like next to him can get him to do just whatever. Like in fact, screw the $100. Offer him cheese sandwiches with mustard. Dude, that's the ticket right there.
He'll have to come in studio for that. I'll eat cheese sandwiches with him. I would love to have cheese with mustard with him all day long.
Yeah, I will too.
He's fascinating. He fascinates me.
Because some religions don't allow their child to be vaccinated. So that's why we were there, trying to help fight with that bill with the New Jersey.
Wait, what?
Be vaccinated.
Wait, what? Say it again.
So that's why we were there, trying to help fight with that bill with the New Jersey.
So that's why we were there.
So that's why we were there, trying to help fight with that bill with the New Jersey citizens and residents. But the cop just kept being a bully all day long. It's not just me. He assaulted a couple other people in the crew.
I didn't say anything, but my butt was grabbed. My butt was definitely grabbed at the State House. Just saying.
During that exchange?
I'm just saying. I'm not a rat. I'm not gonna rat on anyone. But my butt was grabbed.
There's a lot of weird things that happen.
Yeah, I just got sick of it. Yes, I got sick of it.
Not even public, but like like town hall meetings and state houses.
A lot of ass grabbing going on in these meetings.
So when he was starting to confront me inside again,
You know what, Mike? Those lips are huge. You're right about those lips. They like open up
Yeah, those are fish lips.
like the Alien. Remember the Alien movie? That the lips just go. Whoa, they open up like a huge.
Dude, it looks like
square.
It looks like he took a shot of Botox in each lip.
It's not. Yeah, it's not oval. It's like a square lip. It just it squares up at some point. And
Yeah, I want to take an X-Acto blade and like lightly slice at the tips of it.
I
you can see the. You can see the. I gotta stop it. You can see his face. Look at his face right here. Can you see the video? He's like.
So just lightly slice at his lips with an X-Acto knife while we're all eating cheese and mustard sandwiches.
I don't know if I could imitate that. How do I need to do something with my lips to do the bucket boy thing? I gotta.
We should probably get some liverwurst too for that sandwich.
I get a vacuum and suck my lips.
So when he was starting to confront me inside again,
Oh wait, let's find the bumblebee and like we'll just sting the shit out of your lips.
Okay, I'm down.
You'll do that. Yeah, you'll do that, right?
I'm
You're not
committed.
allergic, are you?
I don't know. Let's find out together.
No, well that's even better. So there'll be like two things going on. Will you survive?
Will I live?
Will you live? Or will your lips just swell?
Oh.
walked back out because he was inside yelling in my face. So I walked back out because he was inside yelling in my face.
Okay.
So I started freaking I just flipped my switch. I got PTSD. Yeah, you guys might say I have a mental health disorder, but it's PTSD.
No, I would never say that about you, Bucket Boy. Never. We love you, Bucket Boy.
I was abused by men back in the day in my childhood. But I still don't condone what was said. I still don't warrant what was said. I could have said other things that would have hurt him just as bad.
Wait a minute. You're saying that because you were abused as a child, that's why you said what you said to those police? Is that what that...
Yeah, I find that the way he words that is very blame-like.
Okay. I may have to start using an excuse myself.
And don't worry about clearing it up, Bucket Boy. We're just going to speculate about it.
Yeah, I'll speculate. I'll just use I'll just ruminate on that one.
I still don't condone what was said. I still don't warrant what was said. I could have said other things that would have hurt him just as bad.
Why would you want to hurt him? Why do you have to be hurtful? Don't be hurtful. Be helpful.
But not sound as bad. That was ridiculous of me. But other than that, I'm just here making this video because
I want to show off my lips and my new lip gloss.
I do want to say, yeah, I called the state police barracks and I did apologize to that officer. Some of y'all may say I shouldn't have. Some of y'all may.
Oh, so he did apologize to the officer. Okay, that's great.
He did. That was the point of the video, yeah.
That's good. You should. No reason for that. You know, some of these cops are good cops. There's some good cops out there, and you can't just say they're all sucky. Some of them are.
No, I mean, believe me, he did like absolute wrong thing, but I love him for it because you have to do the wrong thing like that to know it's the wrong thing sometimes.
Yeah.
He talked about his struggles growing up, having his problems with authority figures. So clearly he needs maybe a moment or two like that before he wants to maybe tweak his ways of going about things or his methods. 'Cause I think they do some pretty good stuff. He shouldn't try to get arrested at the end of it. That's not going to help his cause.
Sure is fun, though, watching him get arrested.
It sure is, and now he's trying to hit you up to fund his legal defense.
Lefty, I want $100, Lefty. Lefty, $100, Lefty.
I want $100, and then
I'll get my mouth fixed.
Through a sentence.
Lefty, I want to get my fish lips fixed. Fix my fish lips, Lefty.
May say I should have. I did on my own behalf.
Gasping for like his last few breaths.
But other than that, that's all I gotta say about that video. It was a built-up situation all day, and I just exploded. But the good news is, I talked to a few different people out there, lawyers, advocates, so on and so forth, since then, and they have told me that they don't understand why I was even arrested. She goes, he, whoever I talked to, they go, you were exercising your free speech and expression. You did not make any direct threats of harm. Wishing and hoping is not a direct threat. She goes, you need to go fight that. A couple people said you need to go fight that. So I'm gonna go fight it. See what happens. There'll be a follow-up video. I do agree they violated my free speech and expression.
So wait, he's coming back to Jersey?
For his court date.
Oh, when's his court date?
Yeah, so we'll fucking find him.
I want to find out when his court date is, and I'm going to go there, and I'm going to get my interview.
Yeah, Brandon Hong. We'll look it up online.
For a cheese sandwich.
That's it. We'll bring him cheese sandwiches with mustard.
Cheese sandwich with mustard. That's what you get. There's your $100.
And this is the best we can do, man. Just tell him.
Give us your best. This is our best.
This is what we're working with.
This is what we're working with. Cheese sandwiches with mustard.
You guys are a very unique pair of assholes.
I want to watch him eat with those lips. I really want to watch him stuff a cheese sandwich in between those lips.
I don't think he really chews as much as he slaps. You know? I think it's like a slap bite. Almost like the same way that you'd smack someone's ass, like that kind of feeling. He's got to just like smack bite it. But at the end of the day, it's only mustard and, cheese.
A little cheese.
You guys got it all wrong. You gotta have bologna on it.
All right. All right, bucket boy. We got you.
Jeez. He's lucky we like him.
I know. For real.
What do we do to people we don't like? Oh, boy. They lose their jobs. That's what happens.
Yes, right. That you do a Mayor Reed to the people we don't like.
Mayor Reed.
Yeah. Take him out of office.
Oh, boy.
All right.
So there's Bucket Boy.
I'm going to jump in the shower. Have fun with the rest of the Bucket Boy video.
No, I'm done. I'm going to be wrapping up the show now, so we're done.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I got both of you guys before. It was amazing. I loved how I got both of you.
Yeah, man. Today was really cool, man. I'm like super, super like grateful to have been able to have that opportunity to testify like that,
No, I was talking about. Didn't you hear when I hung up on you before?
Oh.
Yes. I know it's so immature. I know it's the most immature thing you've seen all day, but it just gets me. It makes me happy to do that because I catch them in mid-sentence. They're just like, I love catching them in a word. They don't complete their word. They're like, it's the best. I just love that. Eat your heart out, Tony Liberty. I got 2 in 1 shot today. 2 in 1 shot. Brian Powers is he's always excitable when he listens to us. Because we always say something stupid. He's like, Oath Keepers? Don't say the word Oath Keeper! Now, I didn't know Oath Keeper was an Oath Keeper. I thought Oath Keepers were people that actually keep oaths, like in the military. I heard from military people, Oath Keeper is that. No, I'm hearing from Brian that Oath Keeper is like this fascist Nazi crap. I'm like, whoa, hey now. No, we don't want that. So we have to clarify that Oath Keeper shit later when we get a chance. Let's see if my phone works. Okay. We'll try one more call, and then we're going to get off. Hello? What the frig? Really? Seriously? There we go. All right. CMMNJ, MagicalButter.com, SativaCross.com, UFCW Local 152, DavidVersusAutism.org, Medical-Freedom.com, NewJerseyWeedman.com, New Jersey Grannies for Grass, JacksonStorms.com, Arlo Glass, OprahMachine.com, Pure Puff Vapor Supply, and Sativa Cross West. The first name on our list is a very inspiring woman. Her name is Cheryl Miller, and she's the one who first inspired me to get involved in activism for patients. I had been involved in activism just for recreational reasons back in the 80s. And I knew that cancer was something that was treated with cannabis. But I thought it was just because you get the munchies from cannabis. I'm like, oh, yeah, cannabis gives you the munchies. I can understand why you'd want a cancer patient to have that to eat. Yeah. But then I met Cheryl Miller, who had multiple sclerosis. And Jim Miller used to push her around in a bed. And he used to give her cannabis in order to exercise her because she couldn't move her arms. Her arms were rigid. And when she would use cannabis, she was able to move her arms like this, up and down. And Jim would actually exercise her that way. And that was my first inspiration of why we should have medical cannabis, because I was like, this woman is going to die, but she's helping other people. Even though she's dying, she's helping people that are going to come after her. She ain't doing this for herself. She's doing this for other people. And that was inspiring. And I've seen that a few times over the years, but not often. But yeah, you do see it. And Cheryl was one of those special people that fought from her bed. She couldn't move her arms and legs. All she could do was move her head and her mouth and her eyes, and that's what she fought with. Amazing. Sabina Rose was a 15-month-old baby. 15 months old, and she died from a 25-hour seizure. Her whole life was spent seizing and recovering and seizing and recovering and seizing and recovering. That was her whole life. 15 months old. We have to do better. Diane, Gracie, Cindy Mae, Marie, Jack, Joan, Randy, Polly, Bill, Chad, Jeremy is Joanne's husband, Colette, Matt, Troy, Russ, Roger, Jay, Ella, Hattie, Jackie, Anthony, Jake the Tank, Armando, Felicia, Lynn, Dan, Sean, Joyce, Lori, Frank, Brian, Flo, Carl, Thorne, Frank, Terry, Terry Harris. Terry Harris had diabetes. And he was young. And he was from the hood, so I'm sure he may have known he had diabetes, but he wasn't treating it. And if he was treating it, he wasn't treating it properly. Because there's no way Terry could have afforded this kind of money for insulin. They found Terry in his house, and he couldn't even walk. They brought him to the hospital. His blood sugar was like 600 at the house. And he went to the hospital, and I think it spiked to 1,500 before he died. And Terry was the best. He would come to the podcasts. He would come to the I&E tours, Ignorance is No Excuse tours. Nicest guy in the world. Really nice guy. I mean, like, just a good person, man. Good heart. But a nice person on top of that with a good heart. Miss Terry. I miss everyone on this list. This list is hurtful. The last person on this list is Honeyb's son, Michael Dillon. He died from a drop seizure. Hashtag they shall grow. Hashtag vote cannabis 2020. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.